here with your July 2018 RuneScope, and got a couple of big announcements for the month. This month, you want to check out your mid-year check-in readings. They are now available over on my Vimeo channel. You'll find that link below in the details section. Just click or tap show more or the little arrow beneath the video to open that up. Yeah, those readings are covering July through December of this year. So if you want to see how the rest of the year is going to go, that's a reading for you to check out. You can get an idea from that. Also, I'm going to be offering a reading special now through the end of July. I'm calling it 5 for 50. You can ask 5 specific questions. This will be done on Skype, and it's like a little mini reading. We'll answer those questions. Now, they do have to be specific, like, is this person right for me? Will the interview tomorrow go well? Will I get the job? Things like that. And no compound or combined questions. It's one question per number. So yeah, I thought I would try that out, see how it goes for those of you that were wanting a cheaper option, and you can't afford the $70 reading. Those will always be available though if you need more in-depth information. But yeah, I thought I would give it a go. We'll see how it does. If I get a lot of response, a lot of takers, we may continue doing that. But yeah, the details will be below, again, in that same section. So just check that out below. But turning our attention to July, we're going to be using the Golden Tarot by Cat Black in conjunction with our runes for your July RuneScope. Then also your spiritual guidance for July, part 2 of this reading will be over on Vimeo as always. I'm going to pull and interpret one card from the Healing with the Fairies Oracle by Doreen Virtue to get additional wisdom and advice on how to handle the energies for the month of July. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you do find that my readings are resonating with you, and the best way to do that would be to watch the videos for previous months and see if that's what happened. But yeah, if I'm connecting with your energy, please do click that subscribe button. That way, whenever I upload new content, it'll go directly to your feed and you won't have to go searching for me. I don't want to get lost. I don't want you to lose me. If you're finding my videos helpful, so definitely check that out. But I think that's everything. So without further ado, let's jump in to July. Hey Pisces, it's Amanda here with your July 2018 RuneScope. Let's jump in and see which runes want to talk to you here. My Pisceans for July 2018. What will help the most of you the most for July 2018, Pisces. There it is. So yes, as always, keep in mind, Pisces, if you want a private reading, messages that are only for you and not all the other Pisceans that are watching, you would need to schedule a private consultation with me. That's the only way I can connect with just your energy. So just contact me to set that up. Or you can check out the video for your rising sign as well to get additional messages and information. But again, they'll be in a general way, usually without specific outcomes, because that'll be different from individual to individual. But in general, what's going on with you in July? Well, the challenge or focus, we've got the Knight of Coins coming up as your challenge or focus. So this could be an earth sign energy, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or someone with those traits. The Knights are generally 35 or younger. This could be a male or female though. Your challenge could be ending a relationship with this person or separating from this person. And it doesn't have to be a romantic thing. It could be a friendship. Sometimes the coins people will just come up to indicate work or job. So it could be that you have to leave one job to accept another offer. Uruz is here as well. So yeah, this could be a work goal that you're really going after, or that you really, really want. and you want to leave behind something else that you're doing so that you can start this new job. So it could just be a new opportunity or news of a new opportunity coming in, and you're like, oh my God, I want that. I want that really bad. I really, really want that. I need to get this job. But need is here, so patience will be necessary. Some of you, this could just be saying, like, you know, if you're going through a divorce or a separation, it's a division of assets and working out who gets what, who's gonna, you know, what the child support terms are gonna be, that sort of thing. But I feel like for most of you, this is a goal you're going after because you're ready to leave behind what you have been doing for work and really pursue this. So you're determined in July to either achieve a goal or to make a good impression. Some of you may have already started this gig in June, and in July you're like really doing your best work. You really want to kind of make sure. You may be waiting for feedback on your work so far. Now, if any of you have lost a job, if you were fired or let go, it does seem like you've already got new prospects in July if something happened in June. That you know, a situation or a job that you were in ended, you've got a new one, a new prospect that you're really excited about. Some of you may be changing careers totally. This could be a career shift. Like, I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm totally gonna focus on this because it's better money and it's something I'm more interested in. Maybe that's where your skills lie. With Urus, it's definitely something you want pretty badly. But it may take time with need here. Patience is always required with need around. I do believe we have Mars retrograde in July. So, at least for part of July. Actually, it may be, yeah, I'm not sure, but I think it's retrograde about this 4 to 6 weeks, something like that, maybe less. Check your favorite astrologer. I know just enough astrology to get in trouble, but I do know when Mars is retrograde, it's hard to there may be a lot of things you have to do, but you just may not be able to get them done. You may not be able to get the energy because you know, to get them done. Force yourself to go after or you know, do whatever you need to do in order to get the gig, to get the job. In the present energy, we've got the Three of Cups in reverse. So for some of you, this will be whenever you're watching this video in the present going on. But for most of you, it's going to be end of June going into July. This is a reunion that we don't really want. So this is like somebody maybe getting back in touch that you were hoping you'd never hear from again. You know, somebody who hurt you, somebody who took advantage of you, someone who has disrupted your life, caused a lot of problems for you. With Hagalaz here. Somebody who was deceitful, they pretended, you know, they were two-faced in some way. Cancer got a similar message for their, I think it was their challenge. Yeah, this same rune. Someone who pretends to be buddy-buddy to your face, but then you find out later they've been saying things about you on social media or behind your back, or, you know, or they take your ideas and go to the boss and try to take the promotion you're going for. Yeah, just somebody who's sneaky like that. Sneaky Pete. Sneaky Penelope. Somebody like that. Somebody who cannot be trusted. And, so yeah, maybe somebody popped out of the woodwork in June or here at the beginning of July, Pisces, who you know, wants to reconnect with you, but you know, in the past, you knew that they always had an ulterior motive, or they always like wanted to use you for something or take advantage of you in some way. So that could be, you know, what you're thinking about here in this could also also be, for some of you, a party that you're invited to for someone that like really treated you poorly, and you're like, why would I go to that? Why would I go to your wedding? Or why would I, after the way you treated me, why would I come to that? Why would you even send me an invite to that? You almost feel like, for some of you, the invite is a snotty little jab, you know? So again, it'll be up to all of you individually how you choose to handle this. But I feel like whoever this is, you know that they are, you know, a lying, deceitful person. And that is reinforced by your, the help that's going to be available to you, which is the moon. All about things that are hidden, secrets, intuition, clairvoyance, things beyond the veil. When the moon is out, we can only see what's lit by the moon. Everything else is in darkness. When the moon card does come up, I always tell people, pay attention around the new moon and full moon in July. There could be significant developments about anything we're talking about here, particularly around the moon phases. And for most people, there usually are. This could be, though, like help coming, you know, truths that are being revealed about a group of people, about, people that you have felt opposed by, or maybe you're part of a group opposing another person because maybe this person. So maybe this is a family member who's like really kind of backstabbed a bunch of people in the family, or it's somebody in the friend group that's now kind of been ostracized from the friend group because they were, gossiping, not telling the truth, taking advantage of people, always wanting something for nothing. That kind of energy. But Soalu is here. So this is all about actually positive new beginnings. This is the sun, the rune of the sun. So recognition for your efforts. If you've been unfairly ostracized by a group, or you feel like, you know, maybe people thought that you were being catty. Maybe you saw through this person before anybody else, and were like, that person is not a good person, or they're not honest, or, you know, they're not telling the truth, or I feel like they're two-faced or whatever. You may have said that ages ago, because Pisces, you're so intuitive. You're always, almost always going to pick up on that kind of thing before other people. You and Scorpio, you're always going to know before everybody else. And yeah, it may sound catty at first, especially if it's somebody new coming into the group. And everybody may be like, oh, you're just so judgmental. You know, you're just that. But really, that's your intuition. And they'll figure it out later. But, you know, that may be what's helping you in July, is people are coming back and saying, oh, man, maybe this group ostracized you because you know, you didn't like this newer person because you just had a bad feeling. Your intuition was like, stay away, Pisces. And now they're coming back to you in July and saying, oh, you know what? Yeah, you were right about that person, because here's what they did to this person and that person. So your intuition, you're going to be getting news, was right on about either someone else that within the group that has ostracized you because of this, or someone that you and other people have like gotten rid of, you know? Maybe it's news about a family member that people have, you know, cut off from, or been forced to cut off from. And everybody's like, oh, hey. Now, for some of you, this could be news that somebody is getting back together with someone that you do not like, with the reunion card here. Like they broke up, but now they're gonna give it another go. And you're like, oh man, the best thing you could have done was leave that person. Maybe it's this earth sign. For some of you, maybe it's the earth, you know, the Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo person. And you're like, oh my God, why would you get back with that person? Or why would you, you know, because now I'm not gonna be able to talk to you anymore because they're so possessive, or they're so toxic, and they won't let you have connections with other people, or, you know, or maybe it is one of those things where like your friend is with that person and then they don't hang out with their friends anymore. You know, there are a lot of people like that. Once they get in a couple, they don't talk to their friends anymore. It's like, oh, I don't have time for all of you, which is really unhealthy. Maybe that's what it is for some of you. For others of you, it could just be the whole family saying, we're not going to this wedding, or we're not going to that. We all got invited to this thing and we don't want to see this person again. I don't know why they would invite us to this. I feel like for most of you, you're not alone with whatever this feeling is. I feel like because it's coming up as a help to you, whatever was hidden is coming out, and whoever didn't know what was up is finding out what's up, and they may be coming back and telling you, Pisces, like, hey, did you hear about this? Or you were right about that. Now, what must be accepted about July? We've got the 8 of Wands in reverse. So yeah, messages, news. It's gonna be slow coming, but you've got Rune and Yera indicating joy at the efforts that you've put into something. So I do feel like there's progress, or there's an end in sight. It just may be like, okay, you got the job, but you're not gonna start until August with the 8 here. Or, you know, it's good. This will be a long term. Again, this is a slow knight. He's the slowest knight in the deck, but he's stable. It's steady. It's stability. But yeah, you may have to get through July before you are able to do that for some of you. For others of you, it may start, but it may just be like, you're raring to go, but you have to kind of wait until somebody gets back from vacation, or there's some sort of delay with the 8 of Wands in reverse. This could also mean, though, that bad news that you're getting about someone else. Again, someone who really kind of took you for a ride, or who hurt you, took advantage of you in some way. Bad news about them brings you joy. Because karma. Yera is a karmic rune. It's all about, justice and balance. Reaping what you've sown. Karma, essentially. Getting what one deserves. Good and bad, depending on your actions. So I feel like for you, Pisces, you're getting back good, because there's no getting around Munyo. It's all about joy and rejoicing and happiness, and spending time with people whose company you enjoy, and feeling good about your associations. And not that you're wishing ill on someone, but I do feel like for many of you, this is someone that you told, hey, if you get with that person, this is gonna happen, or I just have a bad feeling about this person, or I have a bad feeling, I wish you guys wouldn't hang around with this person. I just really get a oogie feeling. And now they're coming back, and you're just happy that they're getting away from that toxic influence. Very, very interesting here, Pisces. If you're a single Piscean, you could be meeting someone, going to take care of something you have to go take care of. Like jury duty, going to renew your license. It is like, oh God, I got that letter in the mail with 8 of Wands in reverse. Oh, I gotta go take care of that. I gotta go renew my license, or I gotta go figure something out about my visa or my immigration status, or gotta go down to town and talk to somebody about it. You could meet somebody quite interesting in line, or the person that's helping you, or the lawyer that you're going to talk to get advice from. There's something about meeting someone, going to take care of something you really don't want to deal with, or going to do something you really don't want to do, but you just got to do it. There's a deadline and you got to go take care of it. So it's almost like the bad news is just to get you where you need to be, to bring some joy here. The outcome of July, we've got the 10 of Wands. So this is a lot of work. So I do feel like for many of you, you will be starting this job before the end of July. Maybe some of you are just like, oh God, I need money now, because I lost this other job and I've been out of work for a little bit and I really need to get started. For others of you, it's just like, I really want to get out of this place. I can't wait. Now, some of you, it could be you're giving your notice and they're just like, hey, okay, well, you've got to finish all this stuff up before you leave, and we want you to train the new person, and you're just like, oh my God, I got all this stuff to do before I can leave this job and move into this new one. busy, busy, busy. Lots of short distance travel. Some of you may be traveling for work. This new job may require travel, or it may be in the travel industry. It may be have associations with travel and hospitality industries for some of you, or real estate, helping people move, relocate, relocation services of some sort. Could be what the company's overarching purpose is. Some of you may be moving with the Ten of Wands, or you may be helping someone move on top of working, and there's just a lot of stuff to do. So, yeah, if you're looking to make a deal, if you are relocating, trying to move, big shifts and changes are happening at the end of July. So even if it's kind of delayed by the Mars energy, and I think Mercury goes retrograde at some point too in July. It's like, But this is big shifts and changes happening, and they're bringing you joy. And yes, you're busy. You got a lot of irons in the fire. You may be worn out by the end of July, but it's all good. You've got ingwas, luck, protection, new beginnings. Things are finally starting to take off. So if you found 2018 to be kind of a slog, really slow going, look for July to be the change with that. As far as big shifts and changes, leaving one job for another, relocation, travel, you may be able to make some travel plans. Maybe you've had to table that for a while, and a lot of Pisceans I know love to travel. So maybe you just haven't had the time or the cash or whatever to do that, or to plan a trip, but now you may be able to think that. You may even be thinking October, going somewhere in October for something. Very cool, Pisces. Very cool. So it all looks good. Just, yeah, endings and new beginnings all over the place. And things really picking up speed at the end of July, no matter how kind of slow they are. Maybe at the start, things you got way too much to do. It's like I got nothing to do here at the beginning, and at the end I got so many things to do, I don't know how to find the time to do them all. Some of you may be buying a new car too, because they've got Ingwas right next to Rido. So maybe that's what it is for some of you. For some of you, it's a trip that you haven't had the cash for, or that you haven't had time to plan. For others of you, it's a car. I haven't had time to look, or I haven't had the cash to get together to look for it, and now you do. So that's what I see, Pisces. All in all, it looks like a pretty good month. With the exception of this person coming back that you're really just like, ugh, stay away. But yeah, definitely, like I said at the beginning, take a look at your mid-year check-in reading over on Vimeo. That covers July through December, so you can get a much longer term view of the rest of the year for you. And then also your spiritual guidance. I'm gonna shuffle the Healing with the Fairies Oracle cards for July by Doreen Virtue. Gonna see if we can get more information. I really wanna focus on this Three of Cups here. And just kind of getting what we can get, see what we can see about this person here, and also this group energy that's either you're part of opposing someone, or they're opposing you, or gossip and that kind of thing, whatever is hidden here. So join me on Vimeo, the link's below, for all of that good stuff. And I'll see you back here next month, Pisces. Thanks so much for stopping by.